I need the makeup lady.
I feel you, bro. You good, man.
What's going on, creative, entertaining people and admirers and lovely people out there? This is Creativity is an Idea podcast, a source of creativity for creative people. So, today's guest, his name is, you have to see him. You have to see him before you understand. His name is C Cloud. I hit
Correction.
it right?
Nah, you a little off.
Oh, I'm a little
They
bit.
call me Cloud too, but that's my last name. I just go by but it's C Loud. I just
C Loud.
separated the C from the Loud. And basically I'm just saying C Loud, man. See beyond what your first layer see. You know what I mean? Don't see in silence. See loud.
C Loud. Don't see in silent, but see loud. And he's our guest today. And by the way, I'm your host, Pyric. I should not forget to tell you who I am. So, man, he's a music artist. So if you're listening and you're a musician, you love what he's about to say. And even if you're not a musician and you do like music, you'll be entertained and you'll be inspired because he is someone who has done certain things which is out of the norm. I'm not saying music is out of the norm, but it takes a person to keep doing what he's doing because he believes in what he's doing.
Amen.
So stay tuned and be inspired and entertained out there. So, see loud.
Yes.
They are going to hear you louder and see you louder too.
Amen.
So, hallelujah. So, see loud. Tell me. Tell me. This is a personal conversation
all right.
now.
All right.
Tell me.
All right. Got you.
Who are you, man?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm a child of God.
Uh-huh.
I always remembered that. I'm a person that went through a lot of trials and tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
I got a mental recorder in my mind, and I reflect that through my music. That's a small portion, but to tell you who I am, man, we're being here forever.
Oh boy. Okay. Yes, we get to see your life through your music as
Amen.
time goes
Yeah,
on.
definitely.
Yeah, that's excellent. So, loud. How was your childhood life? Because you said if we should sit here and ask you who you are, you'll sit here forever. So tell us a little bit about your childhood. How was it like?
It was rough. It was rough. It was great at the same time. I was learning a lot. I discovered hip hop. I loved that. There's a lot of people that was in my childhood that's not here no more. So that's one thing that I do love about it. But it was great. I always found a way to create something to make my life fun.
You know, one of the guests said, you wouldn't know your neighborhood was crazy until you grow up.
Yeah. Hey yo, definitely that. Definitely that. Man, I was a wild little dude, man. Yeah, but that's definitely the truth, man. We had fun. We made it do what it do, though, man.
Mm-hmm. Talking about you being a wild dude, a little dude, tell me, man. So, what event wouldn't you ever forget, good or bad?
What event?
Yeah.
That I won't ever forget?
Yeah.
Well, it was my friend's 21st birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a show. We was on stage, and it was great. We ripped it. We tore it down. But in short terms, after that, I'm going to fast forward. We went out to eat, and he wound up getting shot in his head in the restaurant. So that is an event, a night in itself that I won't ever forget, because he had just turned 21 on the stage. We was rapping,
Yeah.
And we went out after that to get something to eat, and he got shot in his head. He got killed. So that's one that I'll never forget.
That was a quick ending for him right there.
Yeah. But he did a lot within that short time he was living, but yeah.
Wow. I guess you still have that image in your head.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
Wow, that's something,
That's
man.
one of them.
That's one of the. You want to add one more?
No, I don't.
Wow. Yeah, quite rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, man, you growing up, your friend was 21 and even you were doing music at that time. So tell me, when and how did you decide to start doing music?
Well, I was doing music in elementary school. I always had a message with my flow. I think it was called "You drink, you drive, you die." That was the rhyme I had. I had to been like 7. You know what I'm saying? But when I really, really got into it, is when my brother had got killed, and he was 15. I was 16,
Mm-hmm.
and my aunt had took me. She had took me. She had told me, "Yo, you need to come down here. You need to get out the city. You need to come down here and live with me." And the whole time she was at that whole time she was still kicking like the Bible to me, like telling me about God, which I grew up in that like environment on my mother's side. Everybody in the church. You know what I'm saying? But my aunt, she definitely was pressing it on. Everybody was around me at that time because I was going through a crazy transitional period. So why, at that point, I started writing.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started writing, it kind of almost was like healing me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote a lot of deep, deep, deep songs. And, that's at that point, I was like, yo, I can't stop. It became addictive. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, I still can't stop. It's just like no matter what, I got to get that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not it's definitely not a choice. I gotta do this. It's a personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you moved to stay with your auntie, that's when it's like,
Yeah,
let's get
yeah.
get it going.
Yeah, that's when I really, really, really start writing. Yeah.
So let me ask you, if you don't mind, your brother being, bless his soul, him being killed,
Yeah.
did it have an impact? It had an impact on you, right?
Yeah, I was 16, so
16.
you know.
Quite a story. Well, well, well. Creative people, if you're listening, that's C Loud right there for you. So, man, let me ask you, man. I know you have a lot. You have an album out, and
Yeah.
which an
Yeah.
axe
Yeah.
on your
Hatchet.
hatchet,
Little hatchet.
a little bit hatchet.
Yeah, the little hatchet is a story behind that too. I was working. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. For y'all that don't know, I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. I was working at Stop and Shop warehouse, and it was a Jamaican dude that worked there, and it's like Small Lax. He always called me Small Lax. I was like, yo, why you call me Small Lax? He said, I call you Small Lax. He's like, cause you little, but you chop down big problems.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, you know what? I like that, man. I'm gonna run with that. You know what I mean? So when I did the cover, that's what it had me thinking of that.
Yeah, that's excellent. So, if you're listening, please, I would encourage you to go to his IG account and see the picture, and you'll find more links which will lead you to his music. And the link is going to be in the description, so please check it out.
Yeah.
So, man,
It's so relentless underscore cloud. So relentless underscore cloud.
yeah. So, man, tell me, man, who would you consider as your source of influence?
My source of influence.
Yeah.
God himself. God himself. He been with me from the beginning. He with me now. I don't know people out there that you do what you do, but I know for a fact I hear them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my comfort zone. That's my influence.
So God keeps you comfort.
Yeah. definitely.
That's excellent. That's good. So, man, I'm gonna ask you this. At this point, most of the time people have to start thinking about what really they become real with themselves. So
Hmm.
far, you've been real. You've been telling us about yourself and stuff. So
Hmm.
tell me, man. But before I ask you, let me put this analogy. I'm going to paraphrase this Newton's law,
Hmm.
which it says, in order for you to go up, you have to let certain things down,
Hmm.
which is not an analogy, but you get what I'm saying. So, what did you have to stop doing, or what was stopping you when you started the music, and what did you have to do in order to move forward?
What was stopping me? I say it was myself. I was stopping myself by, you know, one of my friends told me something real, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yo, don't hang around people that ain't doing exactly what you doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I had to do. Like, I got love for people and, a lot of people, but if you ain't on my same wave, then we can't be hanging out on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get around people that was going in the same direction that I was going in,
Mm-hmm.
for me to level up. So yeah, that right there, like you know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
you 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 got the podcast thing going
Yeah.
on. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody else that make beats, that make videos, you know what I'm saying? You gotta surround yourself around people that that's going in the same direction as you.
So the people you surround yourself with is very, very important when it
Hmm.
comes to your progress.
Amen.
That is good. Was that all that was stopping you?
I think that was I think that was the majority of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the majority of it. You know, and focus that just gotta stay focused. And not get caught up in what's going on around you. But
Mm-hmm.
if all you got going on around you is what you put around you,
Then,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, you gotta stay focused.
Yeah, man. Uh,
Yeah, that's a good one. I wish you could repeat it. Wow.
yo,
Yeah,
man, it
it,
just
it got
dropped.
me twist and turn. Like, okay, yeah, that's a good one right there. So, C Cloud, we'll be talking about what you got going on, right? The new album you have out. But before we do,
Hmm.
I want you to tell me, like, give me three,
Hmm.
three things you would like to tell anybody out there, anybody doing music.
Hmm.
Three helpful things about your music craft and what you've learned and how those tips could help them move forward.
Right now, I'm still learning. So but that's hold up. That's a key point too. You're never gonna stop learning.
No
So
kidding.
if you ever think that you know everything, man, you might as well go ahead and fold and jump in the casket because on the real, if you know everything, then I guess
You're done.
yeah, you've done. You fulfilled your
Yeah,
life. You know what I'm saying?
I'll dig your grave for you.
You know what I'm saying? You know everything. So I say get somebody that know more than you
Mhm.
do. And they don't actually have to be doing what you're doing, but they could be more into the scene than you.
Mhm.
And just, take notes from them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And try to fill out that situation. You know what I'm saying? Take notes from them. And that's what I'm doing, at the same time, because I'm not close to the to where I want to be like I want to be, but it's somebody that is, and they be giving me notes like,
Mhm.
yo, this is what you should do. It's like this: you could be in this situation, but somebody from afar could see your situation better than you.
Yeah.
So always, that's a good point right there. That's one. Two, get into your own craft, man. Don't try to follow nobody else, man. Being different is good. Being different is great, man. Somebody like I see a lot of people. They want to sound like this person that's out. They want to sound like that
Mhm.
person that's out. They want to follow the wave. But the people that I like, you can't get it from nowhere else. Like Sade, you ain't never going. Yeah, nobody could
Uh,
copy her.
yeah, so far nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody could copy her. There's been a lot of people trying to copy Tupac, but nobody could copy Tupac.
It's
You know what I mean? You still don't got that kind of passion. You still don't got that electricity, man. You are a unique person.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things about you that, like they say, God made everybody different. Certain things about you probably ain't even tapped into yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So dig that out of you and find whatever that is and move forward with that. That's three.
That's
Two.
two.
It's two.
Yeah.
That's two. But three, on the third one, I would say make sure your business correct, man. Make sure everything is copyrighted, and you got all your business in order. That's the main thing. Make sure your business correct, man. You definitely gotta make sure your business correct, because if you trying to move upward and you trying to make money off of your product, you gotta definitely make sure you have your paperwork and stuff like that in order, man. And stay consistent. And don't listen to nobody else on the outside, because a lot of people try to put you down because they can't do it.
Mm.
They don't got no outlet. They ain't got no other way to do what they want to do. So since they just got to deal with the world because they ain't look inside themselves to find an outlet, a creative outlet, or the gift that God gave them, they want to, piss on yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let them know, not over here. You know what I'm saying? Not over here. I see you.
Yeah.
Loudly. You know what
I
I mean?
see you loudly and clearly. Wow. So just to summarize what he said, the first one is surround yourself with the people who are doing what you're doing so that you can see progress.
Mm-hmm.
And two, be unique, because everybody has been taken.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the people you're trying to imitate, they are unique. That's why you feel like being like
exactly.
them. And three, get your business. How do they say it? Business. Business. Yeah. Get your business in order, copyright, so that you can be in a position to get something off or make some money off your product or your what you create.
Yeah, merch, T-shirts, whatever, however you're gonna do it, man. Whatever you're gonna do to get your business off, man. You need to focus on that. That business is very serious in it.
Yeah, that's good. And one more question when it comes to the helpful tips. Since you've been around the block and you've
Mhm.
seen some pretty oh my god situations,
Mm-hmm.
tell us like any helpful tips about your life, because I believe we all learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And if you touch a fire and it burnt you,
Mm-hmm.
when you tell me, I should probably listen to it.
Yeah.
Else, I'll touch it too and feel the pain.
Yeah.
So tell us any helpful tips about life in general.
Any helpful tips about life? I think what's crazy about it. This music right here, it ain't just music to me, so it's life. So a lot of the tips that I gave you on the music, you could apply that to your life. You know what I mean? Because it's really life. I would say, definitely, whatever you trying to do in life, surround yourself around people that's going the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the same three. But most of all, no, I can't make people do it, but you got to know that it's a higher being, and humble yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I say be humble is always a great thing, because if you're too loud and overbearing, it's a lot of things you're going to miss, man. It's a lot of things you're going to miss, man. Put God first above everything, man. And whatever you want to get into in life, apply it, make it happen. There's so many people that did it. You could do it. It ain't nothing to it, but surround yourself around good people early that's on the same direction and the same path as you.
That was good. So, man, before we talk about your ideas about your viewpoint about the music industry, tell us what you got going on.
With this music, man, I'm trying to drop an album every 3 months, but I'm gonna put it like this though. The music that I'm dropping is I like bios. Like any movie that I watch, I like biographies, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this music is to me. Like even if I'm gone, my grandkids, my family. If they want to look me up, they can see me. So I'm gonna say something real. You know what I mean? Everything that I say is gonna be 100% because I don't want to be misrepresented. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm representing myself, I'm gonna say it accurate. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it to a T. So this last album that I just did, I'm So Relentless. It's on SoundCloud. It's on YouTube. On YouTube, it's I'm So Relentless. See Loud. I'm So Relentless. See Loud on YouTube. I'm So Relentless. See Loud on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. Look me up. But it's basically a bio, but it's hot. It's hot. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta listen to it. I know what's whack and what's not. You know what I'm saying? To me, definitely. So the beats got to be banging. Everything is on point. But at the same time, I had people that's in my circle that was like, "Yo, I think you should, use this kind of music on this." So you still got to take advice. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo, you know what? You right. Let me get out the box. Let me try to spice it up a little bit." But this album right here is real energetic. I don't know, a lot of y'all probably heard a couple of the songs that I've did. I know a lot of people follow me, but I got a song called We Litty up there. I got a song called Lamborghini up there.
Related.
Yeah.
Related. Yeah. I'll listen to
You know
that.
what I'm saying? So it's a hot album from beginning to the end. And I got a feature, my cousin called Lito. What up, Los? And on top of that, I got my boy from Leaders of the New School, man. He was down with Busta Rhymes, Charlie Brown. His name is Dinko D. Old school cat, man. He on that song, I'm So Relentless. You know what I mean? It's dope. It's dope, man. And it's a 7-song project. It's 7 songs. All my albums is gonna be 7 songs. And I've been doing it before Kanye came out with that, so I ain't getting it from him. I just felt like, it's a godly number, 7.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, it ain't too much, and it ain't too little. You could get to the point real quick, because all of them, I'm telling a story. The album I had before this was Relationship Goals, and it was strictly about relationships. All the songs is about relationships. This one, I'm So Relentless. All the songs is just perseverance, overcoming, constantly keep going, keeping it moving. That's what it's all about.
It's all about.
Yeah.
So, people, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, when you check the description, this is what you're going to find. A link to what he's saying, the album, and you can click it. And when you click it, you know what is going to happen. You're going to see his albums. And you can purchase it or you can listen to it on YouTube too. So, see loud.
Yes, sir.
See loud.
Yep.
Loud. I don't
You
have
got
to
it.
mess
You
it
got
up again.
Nah, you got it now. You got
Yeah,
it, man.
my brain is here, so I'm good.
Amen.
So, man, tell them this segment. We're going to ask you your views about the music industry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you asking me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you ask me right now to
tell
say.
me.
All right, my views on the industry, I feel it's wide open. I feel like right now it's like the wild, wild west. You can just get out there and do what you want to do. The industry, they basically looking for people that already got their thing going on, already got their following. So at this point, it's an independent world. Everybody's independent. You really don't even need the record labels and stuff like that no more. You just need ears and eyes. Like, we need you. We need you, the people that's listening, to just pass the word on. That's really, what I'm saying? That's how I feel like the industry is right now. If you try and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? On the other side of that, as far as the people that's out, I like a couple of the people that's out. I like Kendrick. I like Cole. I even like what's my homegirl? Cardi B, man. She yeah, man, she nice, man. I like her energy. You know what I mean? Sum it up real quick.
Yeah. It just crossed my mind. Just since this happened this week, Mark Miller.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what I heard was some sort of substance abuse in a way.
Yeah, that's out of hand, man. It's out of hand, man. You ain't gotta be all high up all the time, man. It's out of hand. If you, it's too much.
Wow.
It's too much. People need to chill out with that, man. I need to chill out. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? All they was talking about was green, you know what I'm saying? And sipping on some liquor or something, like, you know what I'm saying? But, they taking it to extra heights. How high you got to be yourself? Hot damn, man.
Wonder how it happened. Who was around him though? It's,
You know who is around him?
oh boy.
There be a lot of people that just, a lot of yes men too. Oh, you want to get, yeah, I got it for you. I can get it for you. They ain't thinking about him like, yo, man, chill out. What the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying?
It's sad, you know.
Yeah,
When
that's
you-
crazy.
Yeah. When
It
you
is
leave
sad.
people, they'll jump. You
Yeah,
You don't have to let them
Yeah,
jump
they
sometimes.
will jump. But you got to be the leader. You got to lead yourself. That's back to what I was saying, man. You got to tap into the inner you. You know.
Yeah, 26 young man.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's okay.
crazy.
May his soul
Rest in
rest
peace to him, though,
Yeah,
man.
anybody who has fallen. All right, man. So let me ask you. You said you have to tap into your inner you. So let me ask you, what is your source of creativity?
My source of life. Just life. Seeing something, seeing how things go down, and then I listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
It take me a minute to really find the right music, because I really want to find the theme to what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost like a scene to a movie, like. So it take me a minute to I be looking through beats for a while before I find some catch that feeling. But yeah, just life in general, and spontaneous. Sometimes you just gotta be spontaneous on the spot, right there in the studio. You know, and pay attention to what, the thoughts that you get. Like, I be writing when I'm at work, like, not literally writing down, but in my mind I be hearing stuff, and I just recite it until now I got it in my head. So when I go home,
Mm-hmm.
I can look for a beat that go with what was in my mind, and I just set it off from there. I'm in the zone. I'm going.
Wow. Always take notice of your surroundings and be in the zone.
Yeah. Make sure you can tap into your zone, man.
Tap into your zone. That's beautiful, man. So tell me, man, before we start gossiping, we're about to gossip, but before we do, what do you do day in, day out?
Day in, day out.
To see progress?
Day in,
Or
day out.
what did you have to start doing differently to see progress?
Well, I go to work day in, day out, but the main thing I would say with that, you gotta set a goal. You gotta set a
what
goal.
a concept.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta set a goal, and whether it's a weekly goal, a monthly goal, a daily goal, you gotta set a goal. You know what I mean? And you gotta know what you're pushing towards. You can't get what you can't get what you want. You can't get nothing if you don't know what you want. You gotta know. You gotta sit back. Yo, what do I want this year or in the next 3 months, and achieve that. Every day push forward to get that. Even if it's something minor, like if you're trying to build a table and you get one leg a day, by the end of the week you had a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be nothing major crazy, but today I accomplished coming here doing this iPodcast. That's a big accomplishment for me. You know what I mean? I did something earlier. You got my thing is, if you know you got something to do, just do it. Get it out the way so you can relax. Just get it out the way. Get it while it's in your mind. Don't put nothing on the back burner, right? Because then you'll be on the back burner sooner or later. You're gonna have to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? Don't put nothing on the back burner, baby. But yeah, have a goal.
Have a goal. And get it out of your mind. Do it. Don't put it on the back burner.
No.
Stay focused and just zero in and be in your zone
Exactly.
and do it.
And just do it. Shout out to Nike.
Hey, Nike said, just fucking do it.
Word up.
Yeah. So, man, we are about to gossip. But
Mhm.
since you said if you don't know what you want, you're not gonna get it. I want to
Exactly.
like create a little bit example here, right now, right?
Hmm.
And if you're listening, you can do this too. See loud.
Yeah.
I want you to count the number of red you see in this room.
Count the number of red.
Red you see. That's a big red.
Yeah.
All right. How many did you see?
Too.
You
I see like 30.
see 30. Okay. How many greens did you see? Don't count.
Oh, I seen a lot of green. I ain't count them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw, but it wasn't your focus. But the
Yeah.
red was your focus.
Uh-huh.
So the reason you spotted red was
Mhm.
because that was what you wanted, and
Mhm.
you were able to recognize it at so many places, and you counted 30. And I'll probably need to start counting too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason you didn't see, that you weren't able to know the specific greens, was because the green wasn't what
The
you were
focus.
looking
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
That's why people are able to recognize opportunity
That's dope. That's dope. Cause
anywhere.
at the same time, that's a dope analogy, man.
Yeah. So you, as you were saying, that was to sort of emphasize or piggyback on what you were saying. You have to
Mhm.
know what you want so that you can get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard sometimes, but
Hey,
yeah,
yo, it always is hard. Don't think nothing gonna be easy. Think it's gonna be hard. Think it's harder than what it is. And when you do it, you like, man, that wasn't nothing. But expect it to be hard. You don't want it to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, it's gonna be difficult. So what?
so what? Let's go for it. Just
Word
fucking
up.
do it.
That's it.
Yeah, man. So at this time, we are going to have a private conversation, which
Mhm.
anybody out there could choose to listen on.
Yeah.
So we're going to gossip.
Yeah.
So anything out there which you want to vent at, you want to criticize, you want to compliment, you want to, praise,
Hmm.
public issue, public figure, personal thing, society thing, anything.
Anything. Yeah, this daggone police killing, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I don't understand how they just keep getting away with it. It's sad. It's sad that they just killing blacks and getting away with it for no reason, man. You know, that right there is terrible. And I could only imagine if it was like before cell phones came along, how many people was getting killed on the low, and they going to court, find them not guilty, or maybe not even going to court for it. It's ridiculous. That right there is crazy. And on top of that, that's crazy in itself. But the violence against each other is crazy too. I really don't like that. And a lot of people praise that. Like they praise it like it's cool, like it's something to do. It's not.
I
We
think
we
it's a thug life or something nice.
Yeah, oh, and they taking it way out of content. That ain't what Tupac was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He wanted one nation. He wanted us to be like an army. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about that, I took one analogy from him. They say nigger. He was like, he said nigger stands for never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Always flipping things, making it in a positive way. A lot of other cultures, man, they stick together. I think we did too in the '70s, like when we had to get over something, when we had to focus,
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, let's get together. But I wish we could come together more, like even in the hip hop industry, stop beefing as much and let's collabo and make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Build more things for us. I have yet to go into D.C. to see the Black History thing yet, but the museum. But I'm gonna go. That's one of my goals. I want to know more about me and my people. That's a great thing. And no disrespect to any other culture, because I have friends in other nationalities, close tight friends, but I'm talking about self right now. You know what I mean? Like us. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I think we need to come together more. I think we need to collab more. I think we need to big each other up more. On that note, shout out to Naj Hood. What's up, homeboy? Shout out to DJ Southpaw. What up, fam? My homeboy Hood. Down with the So Relentless camp. Just shout out other people. D Blake, what up? Perrier. Other cats in Charlotte, that's doing their thing.
That is excellent.
Yeah.
So creative people, at this point, he's about to tell us where he can be found or how we can find him. So, man, there is this thing called the internet.
Yeah.
And something called Instagram and YouTube and, all those crazy stuff. So how can they find you, man?
Man, on Instagram, listen closely. So Relentless _cloud. On Facebook, So Relentless Cloud. On YouTube, So Relentless C-Loud. On SoundCloud, So Relentless C-Loud. Look me up. You know what I'm saying? Look me up. I'm looking for y'all, man, for real. I ain't gonna let you down, trust me. Check me out.
That is excellent. We have one more question, and
What's
that
up?
question is going to be what you wish you had known when you were starting. But before we do, I want you all to, those who are listening, I want you all to know that he will be performing. I'm just putting him on the spot. He'll be performing a little bit when he's done. So just stay tuned and see something live in here. So, man, tell them, what do you wish you have known when you were starting?
What I wish I had known when I had first begun, I would say that business, all the 3 lessons that I gave you, that business, that just staying around the people that's doing exactly what I'm doing, and, having somebody that's already on the inside telling me, which way, mentoring on how I can move up a level. And to all you kids out there, and young people, make sure you get your education. Get your education, you know what I'm saying? Do that.
You heard, get your education, surround yourself with people who are doing that, and take advices, constructive ones too, from
Exactly.
people who have something relevant to tell you about your craft, which will help you, not to disappoint you or to disintegrate what you're doing. Yeah, so that was a good thing you told them right there.
Yeah,
So,
and then, not to cut you off, but nowadays, you got the internet, you know what I'm saying? So anything that you want to know, you could look it up. Anything you want to know far as what you need to do far as the music go, you don't even have to have a person on the inside if you know exactly what you want. But for me, that's why I need somebody on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I want, but they know key things that I might need. But you could look up on the internet and like they got information. It's information out there. If you want to know how to upload this, if you want to know how you could get more fans, they got a whole bunch of people putting it out there telling you.
yeah, that is excellent, man. See, Loud, it was a pleasure. He is a hip hop artist.
Definitely, artists all the way around.
Artist.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure, man. I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate
Same
it.
here, man.
Thanks
Same
a
here. I'm
lot.
glad we got the chance to do it finally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
great. That's great.
Like to give a shout out to the So Relentless crew, man. What up to my boy Hood, Shalir, DJ Southpaw, Kiki. What's good, Tanisha? I can do this. Lamborghini. So Relentless, baby. Lamborghini. Rest up, boom, boom, vi. Lamborghini. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I want that fettuccine all over that Lamborghini. I want them tints so dark they can never see me. I want my truth so real you ain't gotta believe me. And you ain't gotta say you riding if you riding with me. I want that fettuccine all over that Lamborghini. I want them tints so dark they can never see me. I want my truth so real you ain't gotta believe me. And you ain't gotta say you riding if you riding with me. Banged up, could've been banged up. So many people told me get his thing up. What that middle finger mean? I don't give a what you talking. If it wasn't for rap, I'd have been in a coffin. If not me, you would have been often. Sometimes I feel like an orphan. Ain't nobody accepting me. You too old. I've been in the freezer, baby. I'm too cold. Watch me thaw out, light up, and pull his hammer out. It's groundbreaking. Got your flesh just vibrating. The real know the real, baby. So they ain't hating. I knew that I was coming myself. No masturbation. I knew that I was gonna rise in any situation. Like yeast, I'm a beast. Born in the east. Been setting it off since Cain had gold teeth. No Queen Latifah. Christmas in June. No need for a wreath. Let me get this off. Cotton, linen. Ain't nothing soft when I'm breaking you off. Something proper. Letting off like a chopper. Blocker. Getting took by the copper. Sir, don't let him rock ya. I don't need the limelight. Let me get you right. I want that fettuccine all over that Lamborghini. I want them tints so dark they can never see me. I want my truth so real you ain't gotta believe me. And you ain't gotta say you riding if you riding with me. I want that fettuccine all over that Lamborghini. I want them tints so dark they can never see me. I want them truth so real you ain't gotta believe me. And you ain't gotta say you riding if you riding with me. I want that fettuccine all over that Lamborghini. I want them tints so dark they can never see me. I want my truth so real you ain't gotta believe me. And you ain't gotta say you riding if you riding Lamborghini. Yeah, rest in peace, Monk, baby. Lamborghini. Shout out to New Haven, Connecticut, and the Queen City, you know what I'm saying? Lamborghini. Up in this podcast, dropping bombs on them, you know what I'm saying? Lamborghini. So relentless in here. We taking off like a Lamborghini, baby.